Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining me once again on this Reverse Recruitment 0% Growth's LTC. Let's kick off a prison riot. We have another new objective in 1-7, and that is to seize a tile in the northeast with Laron. It's very similar to Arrive and Escape, but we can't use the rescue trick we pioneered in previous chapters. Laron will need to use his own action. Our quest for strike rank continues, and so does the tactic of putting Nasir and Caineghis next to each other. Our newest asset is the Saiyan warrior Bardock. The Hawk King Tabarn. He has the speed to avoid being doubled until much later, the HP to offset his mediocre defense, and the movement to outrun everything else in the game. During his indefinite transformation, he can move an unparalleled 10 tiles per turn. The only reason he can't do so immediately is because he did not start the turn in Hawk form. Tabarn is far and away the best unit at carrying other units around, and not just because of 10 move, flight, and canto. He also joins with the Savior skill, just like the unit he replaces. Those stat penalties from rescuing allies, they don't apply to him. This is the first map that does not allow us to deploy all of the units under our command. Instead, we have to make choices about who to bring and who to bench. Laron, Caineghis, and Bastion are all automatically deployed. Tabarn and Renning are easy choices thanks to their utility, and Volke and Nasir can help Caineghis on his quest. The last two spots go to Giffca, who can shove most infantry, and Pelleas, who we actually want to level up as much as possible. To that end, he has been equipped with a Paragon skill he got from his last boss kill. Reinforcements have arrived. We'll talk about them right after Pelleas finishes off this poor sap. He'd actually be in a bit of danger if he didn't. Right after Caineghis. Thank you. As we get our first glimpse of the new glass cannon, I have some explaining to do. You see, Caineghis' class has been set to Thunder Sage. This is because the Tier 3 Empress class does not have any corresponding Tier 2 class in vanilla. Fortunately for Sal, Thunder Sage is otherwise unused in our setting, so he was able to repurpose a magic class for Caineghis and change it to promote to Empress. There are no such administrative challenges for Skirmir the Lion. His stat line allows him to utterly steamroll every enemy in this chapter and several others. He fights well, he moves far, and his line gauge decreases slowly. A terrific unit, though he'll sometimes have to spend turn 1 using a Leguse stone. There are no such transformative challenges for Nisala the Raven, the third Leguse Royal to join our flock. His 34 speed is among the highest we will ever see, and his other stats aren't that far from being endgame worthy. One of the few details that holds both him and Skirmir back is their strike rank of A. Very few Leguse in this run have time to invest in that, and neither Nisala nor his Leonine counterpart are among them. We'll fly by that soldier and leave him for the lion that does have good strike rank prospects. The recruitment of these new allies by Caineghis is what sets the pace of the map. However, it has the side effect of leaving that line without many targets. After Bastion disposes of that Armor Knight, the rest of our squad baits the soldier on the low ground into a harmless attack. Renning will unequip his weapon to ensure that 2 strikes from Caineghis will be required to take him down next turn. As a beast Leguse, Caineghis would normally take more than 6 damage from fire magic like this. We have given him Giffca's Nullify skill to negate the bonus damage. That, combined with Renewal, allows Caineghis to stay safe through all of the attacks he takes. We are unable to deploy all over this map, so the only major sources of healing available to Caineghis are items, which require using his action to gain things other than strike rank. Our forward progress is impeded by the mages guarding the ledge by Skirmir. Fortunately, we have just recruited someone who can attack up ledges with reasonable hit rates. We need to drop Laron this turn so that he can use his action during the next one. Tabarn can fly up the ledge to do so with ease. Skrimir and Nasala make sure to remove any threats to our squishy, exposed mage. The boss and his uselessly positioned archers will not move. Because Laron is safe and Skrimir can open up the tin can on the seize point, Nasala can canto back to help with our side objective next turn. Redding's move here is of little importance. I just need him and Volk out of the way. What is important is that Giffca can shove this soldier downward. Caineghis can now attack from his right, receive white pool bonuses, and still be in range of the weakened soldier in the corner. It always makes me happy when I get to push enemies around as part of an efficient strategy. Oh yeah, Pelleas. Remember him? Theoretically, it's safer to use a vulnerary here, but Behold, a short Pelleas enemy phase. They do exist. As we wrap up our side objectives, allow me to point out two things that eagle-eyed viewers may have already noticed. First off, there is symmetry in how Soniki, Skrimir, and Nasala replace Tormod, Warum, and Vika respectively. It's pretty neat. The second detail is that units of levels 18, 19, and 16 are replacing units who were originally levels 5, 19, and 13. I only noticed this during the scripting process, and when I asked Sal about it, he said it was a simple mistake related to the map data. The piece of this clear that would most likely be affected by matching these levels to vanilla is Soniki's attack up the ledge. This is admittedly vital, and might therefore require Nasir's help, but we have enough spare actions that I think we wouldn't lose turns here. The more challenging aspect would to find a way for Caineghis to keep up his training. Soniki opens this door because simply having green units on the map gives us some bonus experience. In other words, it's to embarrass the soldier guarding the door. And this is to embarrass the boss guarding the seize point. And this is because I can. Now that we're done showing off, Laron seizes the compound, and we clear 1-7 in 4 turns. Join me next time for one of my favorite clears of the run. Take care, everyone.